So, welcome everybody. Expectation of fear. That's a good one. That's a good one. So, he's asking about how, of course, um, when you're about to do something new. So, Mike was talking about he hasn't jumped in a while, and getting back in the air. There's always this, you haven't even been in the situation, you're not there yet. And then the mind starts doing its thing, and it's trying to protect us. That's the intention, I think, of every fear-based thought is here's a visualization of what might happen. When I look at my kids, they don't have that. They're just plunging headlong into everything, and a lot of skydivers do too, as they get more comfortable. And then you get a little older, you have some experiences, some things that physically hurt, and it burns into your memory. And then we have an overprotective, the swing of the pendulum goes so far into being so careful that we create other dangers, right? And in skydiving, I think that it's, once you're out of the plane, there's no use for fear anymore. It doesn't help. It just kind of closes us off to our natural flow state, right? Where you're in the moment, you're completely trusting yourself, and you're kind of going with the flow, so to speak. But it's a little different for me ahead of time. That when I'm pondering it and I'm sort of looking at the conditions and I'm trying to decide, is it appropriate to do this jump, or with these people, maybe we should downsize the group, or something like that. Maybe I'm jumping the wrong parachute. For me, it's about disengaging from the situation as much as I can, disengaging from stimulation, and go out to nature. I'll go hide around the back of the hangar. I'll sit down and just give myself 5 minutes to just clear my mind and get into a state that has nothing to do with the skydive, where I'm looking at a flower. I mean, literally a lot of times, and I'm just tripping out on being here now, and getting myself into a positive emotional state, because my experience is that my emotional guidance system works when I'm in a great mood, and it sucks when I'm already in a fear state. It's like I've got the blinders on, and all I see in front of me is these worst case scenario possibilities, and therefore all I can really create is that. And so for me, that's has really served me well. Doing some of the really scary things that I've done, to be able to step out of it, clear my mind, clear my emotions, and then just look at it with fresh eyes, and then get a little Spock on it. In other words, you got to think of it like a Vulcan. Logically, what is the real risk, or is it really just in my head? Is it something that I've built up based on a past experience, or is it built up from nightmares? And people wake. Have you guys had skydiving nightmares? Most people have. You wake up, like the ground was coming at you, or a lot of skydivers have the one where you actually go in, where you bounce. You wake up in a cold sweat, or you wake up and you realize that actually in the dream you did bounce, and then you got back up and you walk around, see if anybody saw you, right? And then, oh, nobody saw me, good. And then you pull your parachute out so that you can walk back in with it. I've had that dream more than once. But these are all visualizations. It's not reality, right? It's not reality till it's physical. And so I think that's where we have the leverage, is before you're actually in the kinetic energy, before you're in motion, and you sort of step out and go, all right, well, let's look at sort of conditions, conditions of my equipment. Is my equipment appropriate for me? And sort of go down that list in a very logical manner. And I think it's good for everybody to just sort of make a checklist. I mean, there's the gear checklist. We talked about that stuff, but what are the other things? What about the winds? What about the winds aloft? Maybe it's low winds in the ground, and up there it's honking. So maybe you change your plan from the high pole that you were thinking about doing, right? Maybe you decide not to do, crew from 13,000 feet. And you have to, of course, consider who you're flying with as well, because a lot of the dangers that I've incurred were from jumping with that one really, really sketchy dude. And he might be sketchy because he's terrified, and he might be sketchy because he's not terrified, and he has no fear at all, and he's like, I can do anything. Well, no, you can't do everything. Maybe eventually you'll be able to do everything you want to do, but too much courage creates a whole lot of problems. And I've been taken out by people like that. You know, you're in the formation, you're looking around, where is he, and he hits you from behind, takes you out of the formation. You know, those guys are you know, we have to keep our eyes open for them, and our emotional side too. You know, because you can feel it when somebody's just off, either from too much fear or not enough. Generally, you're kind of haphazard dude with the alcohol smell in his breath in the plane. It's going to happen. You're going to smell them, you know, or the bloodshot eyes. You know, they came back from the safety meeting in the forest. You know, the safety meeting. People do this for real. They go, oh, it'll add to my skydiving. No, come on. You know, pick your poison. Skydiving's enough. You don't need anything else, in my opinion, anyway. So all of that stuff adds up to my process in evaluating whether my fear is warranted.
As long as you're having fun, well, do everything.
And legs behind here, and then you start climbing like this. Yeah, with bare legs it's difficult because
it's better with the jumpsuit.
Yeah. So, and as far as you can go, and you have to flip into
This
front.
way. Got it.
And never to the back.
Yeah, of course, yeah. Cool. Awesome. Very, very cool.
And watch that you are at least
this line. You must watch.
far away.
Okay.
Try to get away from this line. Yeah.
Try to get past it.
Yeah.
You're pretty light.
I have seen girls sitting here.
Approximately.
Really?
Like that.
Okay.
Kuule, kaugele see varulane läks mingi siiani, eks ju?
Look out for the tail.
Pildi peal vaatad, oli laiu siin oli.
Lahkuaega värv on see.
Yesterday your world came crashing around you, and the sky was crying. All your friends were dying. The world we know will never be the same again. I know no simple song can save you, but as these words are flowing, our inner strength is growing. My love through the song is all I have to give. And it's hard to feel the love. Yeah, it's hard to see the light shining from above. But if you fall down, there's no need to be scared. 'Cause if you reach out, well, you know we'll be there. 'Cause we're together, reaching up to the sky together. Our resolve won't ever die. Now's the time to show the world we're survivors, and we can't be broken. Please accept this token of my belief that our ways will last unto the end. and we will rise up like a phoenix from the fire. We will rise up. Only God can fly much higher, and it'll rain down and wash these burns from our hands, and a river of peace will flow through our land, 'cause we're together, reaching up to the sky. Together, our resolve won't ever die.
Was fun.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what do you choose?